Show off some of the stuff that's going on here. So take a look. We're making good progress on today's orders. Whole table was filled up to here at the front of the table, all with today's orders. And check this out. Look at this one I saw. Look at all these Xbox games this guy was getting. Ninja Gaiden, Lord of the Rings, Ghost Recons, ooh, a Turok, Tony Hawk, Splinter Cell, Battlefront, some of my favorites going out with this order. Oh, and check this out. Looks like somebody's getting a Wii balance board also. Oh, and check this too. Let me see if I can show you this. If you guys recall, I posted about these cables before. It's the new HD TV cable for GameCube, Nintendo 64, and Super Nintendo. Streamlined, all in one, really, really cool. And this guy was getting one with his order, and check this out. There's one for an order, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, here's one here. They've really been selling really well. They're really popular. Look, there's 3 going out with an order right there. So yeah, you guys will have to check those out. If you haven't seen them, I've got them up on, they're up on the website. And also, check this out, guys. A lady was just into the store like 5 minutes ago to sell some of her Atari stuff. So check it out. Here's an Atari she brought in real nice shape. Normally the Ataris, being kind of the oldest of the systems, you know, have some dirt and dust on them and this and that, and take a lot of cleaning before we can ship them out. But this one already was in real nice shape. I love that wood paneling that it's got on the front. And also, check out some of these games she brought in. Look, are these all the manuals for them too? Holy smokes, it is. Trick Shot. Manuals for all kinds of stuff it looks like he's got here. Hey Sean, what's going on? Good to see you here. Thanks for tuning in. How you doing today? Look at this too. She had some of the titles we hadn't even seen. Oh, Crash Drive? I've never even seen this before. 1 or 2 player.
The sad reality is like those games don't look that good of condition. Like they look a little like scratched up and like dirty, and they probably just like resold that exactly how it was because they're like, oh, it looks good enough, and they're just like, you know, it's an old game. Like they should expect that, but it's like, no, like you should put some love and care into it. You know, you shouldn't just like ship it out. You know, then it's like, then you really are just doing it for money, you know? Like, you're literally just like, oh, hey, we got this console and we could sell it for more. It's like, fuck you. Fuck you.
I know there are definitely Atari games out there that I'm not familiar with, because like I said, Atari was just a little bit before the... Hey guys, it's Joey here with DKOldies, and for all my Atari fans out there, I've got the coolest thing to show off. So check out what just came in. We got these original vintage Atari posters. We've got 5 different ones. So let me show them off to you real quick. Check it out. Alright, so for starters, we got Super Breakout. Here's that game right there. And I never really realized the astronaut theme that the game had going on, but beautiful poster. Really nice shape. Yeah, these things are just beautiful. Oh, and it's front and back too. Check that out. Next one here, I've got Battle Zone. Now this is one I've never actually played on the Atari. Looks like a cool
I wonder if they're gonna take down their YouTube videos because they know I'm like checking all this stuff out, and I'm like doing an investigative like video essay on them.
Hey guys.
Oh shit! Wait a minute! Where was I? Fuck! Okay, I got it.
Hey guys, it's Joey here with DKOldies. The coolest lot just came in. Had some complete stuff in it. I just wanted to show some of this off. It's all in really, really nice shape. Take a look here with me. Here are some Super Nintendo completes. Rival Turf? I've never played. I don't know anything about this one. Mortal Kombat. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Ooh, Knights of the Round. I've had people asking about this one. And all of these here are complete, meaning it's got the box, the insert, the manual, everything that originally came with it. I've heard some really good stuff about this Knights of the Round. I can't wait to give that a try. Also, Captain Commando. That looks cool. Batman Returns. Ooh, Star Fox. Mortal Kombat 3. Street Fighter 2. And check it out, a complete Chrono Trigger. All of these are in really nice shape. The boxes look really nice. Yeah, this is a rare one.
Yeah, you know, it's a rare one, but you know, it doesn't look that good in the box. I mean, you know, it's like crinkled and stuff. I mean, is it legit? Or is it fake? I mean, the thing is like we can't tell through video about that Nintendo seal of quality. That's like a good tip. Is like, if you look at the Nintendo seal of quality and it glares, it's legit. But I don't even know how legit that is anymore.
One right here, this complete Chrono Trigger. What a beauty. And that's not it. Take a look at some of this stuff too. There were some complete NES games as well. Darkwing Duck. Hey guys, it's Joey here with DKOldies, and check out this cool little tip I just found while I was working with the GameCube back here. You can see I was playing some Metroid Prime, really awesome GameCube game. But when I started up this system, and you can see it here, the screen is off-centered. So you have got this black area here, but nothing here against the edge of the screen. So the whole screen seems to just be shifted over this way a bit. So I figured out how to solve it. It's real easy. Let me show you right now. Here I've got another GameCube set up. So what you're going to want to do, got it all plugged in my controller, you're going to want to start up the system, but without any game in it. So I'm going to take out that Metroid Prime and start the system up. Okay, so here it kind of boots up to its startup screen right here. On the controller, I'm going to go over to Options and hit OK. And then down to the screen position and hit OK. Now you can see here, this GameCube's got the same thing going on.
Bro, this is what you show? You claim to refurbish consoles, and all you do is go into the settings and change the screen position? How many? 190,000 views, 6,700 likes. A lot of these people, you know, are just like, they're just innocent, you know? They don't know. Okay, what's next?
SimCity. I used to play SimCity so much. There were some other sim games. You guys remember these back in the day? Like, they were real popular for a period. Sim Ant, I think. I think you would build ant holes under the ground, you know, ant nests, and I kind of forget what you even did in it, but I remember really liking Sim Ant for some reason. But yeah, SimCity and building your city. SimCity 2000, right? I think that's the one I played. Boy, do I remember that. DKOldies.
What the fuck was that? What actually was that? Like, no, like, seriously, what genuinely was that? Oh, man, you guys remember this game? Oh, yeah, I remember playing that. Yeah, boom, 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 DKOldies. Like, what? What? I'm so confused. And the title is Ants in SimCity for the Super Nintendo, and that's it. Like, what?
Are you guys familiar with the Wavebird controllers, the wireless ones?
So they're just marketing their website and all the stuff that they have. They're not showing how they refurbish it or why. I honestly think, yeah, they just say like, hey, bring your shit. It's just kind of like in the 40-year-old virgin where it's like, oh, we sell your stuff on eBay, like bring it and I'll sell it to you. That's what DKOldies is. They're like the legitimate we sell your stuff on eBay, except they use their own website.
Use the little sensor that plugs into the system, and then you can wirelessly these Wave. Bases Loaded. This was another one a lot of people were saying was their favorite, whatever it's called, baseball game. Bases Loaded 2, even Bases Loaded 3. Oh my gosh, a Bases Loaded 4. What is this? Never see this one. I see 1 all the time, 2 often, 3 occasionally, but 4.
The thing that also kind of rubs me the wrong way about this company is how they are using a Nintendo like brand logo for their business. Like, couldn't Nintendo like sue them or something? Like, isn't that on DK's tie? Wait a minute. Couldn't Nintendo sue them for this? Like, isn't that on DK's? Like, couldn't Nintendo sue them for this? Like, isn't this on DK's tie? Wait a minute. You mean all they did was invert it? They just made it red? Does that technically mean it's not? Well, no, because look. Well, what about that? I mean, I don't think that's the official... Like, has it ever been red in its entirety? Or is that like... Like, yeah, let me see like a legitimate DK render. I mean, that looks legitimate. I mean, it's yellow. Pretty much every itineration. It's got yellow. Okay, it's in the movie. I mean, these are official photos, obviously. Like, this is official render from the Nintendo 64 or so. Damn, so they literally, like... Wow, they literally just inverted it. Not even. Like, they did the bare minimum when it came to knocking off the DK logo. They just made it look like the DK logo. It's, like, so sad. It's so sketchy. What's next? Actually, I gotta use the bathroom. Alright, so where were we?
Hi guys, it's Joey here with DKOldies. Today I'm going to show you some simple tricks about how to safely clean your retro game cartridges. Take a look over here. So I picked out a few games with some of the common problems that they have on them, and I'll show you how to take care of them. For starters, let me show you the tools that we're going to be using today. We've got basic rubbing alcohol. Q-tips are all-purpose cleaner, and Goof Off, which is good for removing.
Okay, so you pay $400 just for a bunch of people to like use a bunch of stuff that you could use in your home anyway? Like, what is this? I thought you were a refurbishing company.
Marker or sticker within these. Will do the work there that I've got on, and carefully. Okay, scraping blade was able to get the sticker right off.
NES consoles are one of our biggest sellers. We buy all that we can and can never get enough. What kind of comment is that, you know? You're always talking about the stuff you buy, you know, how you can never get enough, and how it's like the price went up by double, like that guy like said, tomatoes. Like, what is this? Why do you have so many NES consoles? Like, yeah. Look at that. That's fucking ridiculous.
Hey guys, it's Joey here with DKOldies. Today I'm going to show you two things that people do to their GameCube systems that could potentially break them, and how to avoid it. So come on, let's take a look. Thank you. Alright, so you can see right here I've got my GameCube. Got one of my favorite GameCube games in it, Resident Evil 4. So, the motor inside here that spins the disc is fragile, and you don't want to do anything to harm it. Let me show you one of the first mistakes people make. So say you're playing your system, you're playing the game, and then you want to stop and play something different, and you're going to swap the disc. You don't want to reach in and grab the disc or stop it while the system is still spinning the disc. It could damage the motor.
No, that's great, you know, and I appreciate that, but it's just like, you know, why aren't you getting into the nitty-gritty of, like, what you do? Why don't you show some stuff that somebody can't just figure out in their house by themselves, but show us a service that is marketable by average people not really knowing how to do it themselves. I mean, it just seems too convenient, you know, and it's like they have 1 million subscribers and all those NES consoles. It just seems suspicious.
Favorite games of all time. Hey guys, it's Joey here with DKOldies. I thought we could.
Wow, is this really when things start to change? It's right there. We watched all the wow. Okay, so quick recap. So within the first year of their itineration, it's just a podcast, and it's Drew with Anthony in the first year. Okay, like there's no Joey.
Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo. You all
That's
know
not
it.
Joey.
You all love it. You all.
Quick review. Drew shares his thoughts about Genesis games, and then they show like how many games they got, and then like in enters Joey, and Joey doesn't show his face in the first video, but then immediately in the second video, we know what he looks like. Like immediately he shows his face.
To here, show off some of the stuff that's.
And just like that, we ripped through all the videos, and now we're at this. And this was 3 years ago. They changed the format to just Joey's individual face and reel. So this is 2019, 112 likes, 3,000 views, a lot of replies. I love your site.
Hey guys, it's Joey here with DKOldies. I thought we could take a few minutes and talk about GoldenEye. GoldenEye is one of my favorite games of all time. I spent hours and hours when I was younger playing it, and specifically the multiplayer. I remember 3 other friends. We were all huddled around the screen yelling at each other, "Stop looking at my screen!"
The thing that makes me nervous about this company is, like, why does Joey suddenly come out of nowhere and he's like the chairman and like there's nobody else? Like, at first there was like a lot of people lugging video games showing like that like they were in the business, and then like out of nowhere there's just this Joey guy. Like, that's why I think he's an actor. I'm just like, where does he come from? Why is he so enthusiastic? He's almost too perfect. And it's just like, that seems a little odd considering this started with just like a few guys, you know, like doing their thing. It's almost like I feel like with how much money they probably made, he almost hired an actor to do this shit.
Absolutely fantastic game. I loved every bit of it, but I just came across an article that had some really cool facts about GoldenEye that I didn't know. I thought I could share some of them with you guys here today. So evidently, GoldenEye was developed by only 9 people, 8 of whom had never even worked on a game before. And I guess since they were kind of new to the process, didn't know all the ins and outs, it allowed them to try some really innovative things. I thought that was kind of neat. Also,
yeah, 9 people who were a part of one of the biggest game companies in Britain at the time, which is Rareware. Boom! Boom! Yeah! Bringing Nintendo Rareware facts to the table. Joey from DKOldies didn't even do that. Nope. Didn't even mention Rareware. It's like, oh yeah, it was made by a few people. It's like, yeah, but one of the biggest video game companies in Britain at the time, you know, and they had like the leading graphics and shit. Whatever, man. I've seen enough. Like, how to spot fake. Like, and now all of a sudden it's like, how to spot fake Game Boy games. Like, what happened to the podcast?
hi guys, it's Joey here with DKOldies. Fake games are all over out there on the web, especially Pokemon games. Today I'm going to show you a few tips on how you can spot fake Game Boy games. Let's take a look. Thank you. Alright guys, so for starters, first thing you're generally looking at is the label. So here is the real Super Mario Bros. 3, and here are 2 fakes. So you can see on this first one, this label isn't even close. They didn't even try here. You can see that.
Sorry, I muted myself. Well, I mean, true, like, but that's so obvious. You know, I can even tell that's a fake. Why are you telling me it's a fake? You see what I'm saying? Like, there's just something weird about it. It's just like, I would assume that you would tell me if the Nintendo logo doesn't glare up that it's a fake. Like, why aren't you saying that? You know? Why aren't they saying that?
It's Joey here with DKOldies. Today I'm going to answer a real common question I often get about the NES. Let me show you. Thank you. Okay. So right here you can see I've got my NES system. I got everything all plugged in properly. I'm tuned on the television to the appropriate AV input. So what I oftentimes hear people say is when they've got the game inside the system and they power it on, they get the blinking red light here on the console, and people think that that means that the console is broken. Well, that is not what it means. What that means is that the console isn't able to make a good connection to the game. Let me show you. So inside of every game there's the board, and here you can see the contacts. They're on both sides of the board. and they're gold contacts that run the length of the chip. The NES is very particular about there being any dirt or debris on those contacts. And if there's anything like that, then the system won't be able to make a good connection to the game. But luckily, there's a real simple solution to this. So the full length you're going to want to clean off as well. Corroded or
Any Nintendo fan who's watched the AVGN knows that you use Q-tips. We don't need you to tell us that.
it's Joey.
Oh my god, it gets so bad. Oh my god, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this.
Guys, it's Joey here with DKOldies. I found this really cool comic book, Nintendo Comic System, featuring Super Mario Bros. And I was flipping through it and saw a bunch of neat things. I thought I could kind of show you some of it. It says down here, this issue has Metroid. But it came in this sleeve here, cardboard backing. It's in really nice shape. I'd never seen one before, but let's take a look. Oh yeah, right inside here there was an ad. What was this one for? A Boy and His Blob on the Game Boy.
Okay, I get your marketing nostalgia, but like, seriously though, I thought you were like a refurbishing company. Like, that's cool that you have comic books, but like, you know, it just seems like you're marketing nostalgia.
Hey guys, it's Joey here with DKOldies. Today I'm going to talk about hooking up your retro console through HDMI. So this is important because newer TVs are phasing out the standard AV ports in place of HDMI ports, and you also get the benefit of future-proofing your system, ensuring that it'll work on your next TV. So I've got two options to go over today, and I'm going to put the links to both of these down below. First one I'm going to talk about is what's called the HDMI converter with cable pack. So let me show you what comes inside. Inside the box you're going to get the HDMI converter and the USB power cord. So this works with any system that uses AV cables. You'll plug the AV cables into your console, and then you also have a second option. You need to supply your USB power cable. This would just plug right into the back of any of your 3 retro consoles. AV cables. Now, if you have other systems with cable pack, is a great option for that.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Realistically, if they were selling it, I would have bought one because I actually have one of those. That's how I record my Let's Plays, but if there was one directly like that just went HDMI, I mean, honestly, I don't need it. I don't need any of their shit because my setup is fucking stupid. Like, I have a 1-in-4 splitter going into a 3-in-1, or no, I'm sorry, I have a 3-in-1 going into a 1-in-4. And then I have my RCA HDMI going into the capture card. And that's how I play banjo. And, you know, at least that's what I do now. Like, before I just played it on my MacBook. I'm going crazy if you couldn't tell. I don't even know why I'm talking about myself.
Hey guys, it's Joey here with DKOldies. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite Super Nintendo games of all time. So I know what you're thinking. Is it going to be Donkey Kong Country, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past? No, it's better. Come on, let me show you down here. Donkey Kong Country, Legend of Zelda.
Yo, what the fuck, dude? They have so many copies of the
Link to
game. of one.
What you're thinking is it going to be Donkey Kong Super Nintendo games of all time. So I know what you're thinking. Is it going to be...
Oh my god, dude. Look at that. That's one, two. There's four. There's 8 rows of that one game. You're telling me that those are all legit? No, no way. There's absolutely no fucking way. What's he talking about? All Stars? 3D World? I gotta pee again. Fuck this.
Hey guys, it's Joey here with DKOldies, and a real cool item just came into our Sell Your Games department. I thought I'd show it off for you guys. So, I don't know if I've ever even seen this before. It's a complete Lethal Enforcers for Sega CD game plus the gun accessory. Flip it over to the back here. You can see a screenshot of what the game looks like.
Nostalgia porn. Buy our shit. It is good. Next. I don't care. Moving on. DKOldies.
All right, we play some random cameras in DKOldies, and we got Heather. We caught her shipping a package here, and you'll notice that, like, this isn't an expensive package. This is just a couple of games, and we give the same kind of detail on this order as we do any other order. And we watched Heather just packing up this thing, and I was so amazed at how she's changing out, like, the case, and she's taking off the stickers, and she's taking some filing down some of the sticker residue, and she's checking every little bit of it before it goes out. She spends a lot of time on this really inexpensive package that has to go out. They do it for every...
So Drew has made a comeback after basically 3 months. Drew comes back, and he's talking about Heather. Dare I say, is this to show that they include women in the workforce? I'm just skeptical. I'm just saying, like, why is Drew talking about Heather? Why isn't Heather talking about Heather? Why isn't Heather talking about what Heather does at Heather's job? Why is Drew talking about Heather? What if Heather doesn't want to be fucking filmed? You know, I don't know. Just saying. Anyways. Moving on.
Hey guys, it's Joey here with DKOldies.
Oh, and then fucking out of nowhere, Joey comes back. That's just splendid.
Today I'm going to show you how to fix your NES controller. So say for example, the buttons aren't working real well. The start button, you have to press really hard to get it to pause. Maybe say your jump button here isn't working consistently. Well, there's a real easy fix to it. I'll show you how to do it. Here are the tools I'm going to be using today. Standard isopropyl alcohol that I put right here. Then buttons come working. Side, front, you've got it opened up. Here's the back. Then, it's like once you've got it opened up. Here's the back, the front. The buttons come right out, and then here's the circuit board inside, and this is the part we'll be working on. So, for example, say that your start button isn't working. Start button is this piece of rubber right here that pushes down onto the 2 contacts. So what you're going to want to do is with the Q-tip, dipped in rubbing alcohol, clean both sides, both the rubber and the contact where it makes connection here on the board. Just being careful to remove any dirt or debris or corrosion that might be in there. Then clean the contacts on the board as well. With the board together, working a lot better for you.
Wait, so he doesn't even put it back together? He just takes it apart? He doesn't even show it? Just has the motherboard there? Just took out the motherboard and completely forgot to show that? I mean, okay. You know, for a second they had me, but they applied alcohol directly to the sensors. I don't know if that's okay. The chips, I don't know. I don't entirely know if that's a good idea.
Hey guys, it's Joey here with DKOldies. Check it out. Look what I found here, a Virtual Boy. I've been wanting to try one for as long as I can remember, but we see them so rarely, and when they do come in, it's either missing a part or doesn't have the controller or just doesn't work anymore. But this one actually works, so I thought I'd show it off a little bit.
He just sounds so like, oh, I always wanted to play one. It's like he just sounds too enthusiastic about, I don't know. I mean, it's one thing to get excited about it, but it's like, I don't know, you run a retro game shop and you've never played one. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too deep into it, but I'm just saying, like, one of the rarest retro consoles.
Aero Boxer. But let's see. Yup. There's the Tetris going on right back there now. It's a little tough to focus on. But yup, see that block that just dropped? There's another block coming down. Let's slide it over.
Moving on. I'm done. Moving on.
Hey guys, it's Joey here with DKOldies. Today I'm going to answer a question that I get asked quite a bit. It's how do I manage the saves on my Nintendo 64 memory card? So it's really pretty easy. Thought we could go over it now. So for today I'm using the Performance Memory Card Plus. And what makes it Plus? It's that it's got 4 different pages back here that you can be saving on, effectively giving you 4 times the storage space of a regular memory card. So, let me show you what you do. This goes in the back of the controller, like where a rumble pack would go. Then, to get to the saves, it's not from within the game here, like you can see up on the screen. What you've got to do is turn your game off, and then you're going to turn the system back on while holding down the start button on the controller. And there you go. It's just that easy. You can see here, I can go into select record. I've got a few different game files here. And say I want to delete the Cruisin' USA file to free up more space. I can select it, go to erase, and there you go. Then to get back out of it, I can just go back up here to end. And there you go. You're back into playing your game. So that's how you can manage all the save files on your Nintendo 64 memory card.
So I'm reading here that they pay so much money because of the services they provide, but it's like, what services, you know? Buying shit at CVS that somebody can do? Like, you're just selling retro games, and that's it. You're just a website that does that, that's all.
Hey guys, it's Joey here with DKOldies. Today I'm going to unbox this collection of retro games that just came into our shop. The best part is, I have no idea what's going to be inside. All right, let's get right into it. right, let's see what we got. Game Boy Color system. It's underneath here. Oh, these are those NES game carrying cases. Check this out. I always thought they were so cool, and it feels like it's heavy, like it's full of games. Let's check it out. Always like these cases. Vinyl case. I think it holds 10, 12 games. Sure enough, games are inside it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Rad Racer. Oof. Nice shape. Marble Madness, Tiny Toons, Mega Man 2, 3.
I'm telling you, like, the rest of these videos are just nostalgia porn, and they're rather boring. Honestly, it's just like, it's Joey showing them off, but it's not really his face. You know what I'm saying? It's like...
I'm Joey with DKOldies, the Retro Game Store. Here's a little bit of the content you can expect to see on our YouTube channel. In this video, I'll show you a real cool tip about how to change the background colors on the Game Boy screen. And here I'll show you how you can rotate the PlayStation logo if you want to have your PlayStation sitting upright. And I'll show some really rare items too, like this Nintendo 64 disk drive game. I'll tell you how to access the hidden startup sounds of the GameCube. I'll even go over some obscure facts, like how you were originally intended to be able to use the Game Boy camera to get your face into the game Perfect Dark. Subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to talking to you in the comments. Hey guys, check out what just came in and
Sorry, I just realized I had my mic muted again. Okay, so in 2021, this is when they started to... So, from 2019, for 2 years... Okay, so let's do another quick recap. Within the first year of DKOldies' lifespan, which was, mind you, 7 years ago. Within the first year of their lifespan, it was the owner and I think it was Anthony. Yeah, it was Drew and Anthony just doing their thing for a year. Then enters Joey in 2019. And then for 2 years, Joey makes these kinds of videos, which are behind... They also drop one Heather video out of nowhere. Drew... it's just Joey behind the scenes kind of showing off a lot of the products, talking about how to fix... do very minor fixes. Not really, like, so much, like, excessive fixing and stuff. Like... You know, they just buy stuff from CVS and they clean it with, like, cotton swabs. It's, like, not really a big deal. Like, it's not a big operation. Like, they just have so much of the stuff. They're, like, cornering the market and, like, setting standards for inflation, so...
Hey guys, Joey here with DKOldies. I'm heading back into the testing department. John said he was back here working on something. Thought we'd stop back and check it out. There he is. How's it going back here, John?
Really good.
Okay, so yesterday we unboxed an Eon, the little upscaler. I'm gonna grab a chair, John. Can you hold?
Yeah,
for me?
absolutely. I got you.
Film.
So I wanted to show this off to Joey. Here's your standard pixels of like the N64. It's upscaled a little bit. So this thing has something called slick mode. It's a little button on the side here. And when you click it, it smooths out the image really well. Like all the pixelation on the side here is completely gone. of like the N64. It's upscaled a little bit. Or SNES. Right here is completely gone.
Yeah, it's for HDMI. Yeah, it's a bunch of gimmicks, you know. Like if you have an HDMI TV, you know, add like a CRT or something. But it's just interesting how, okay, so in 2021 they're just like, what to expect from us, and then out of nowhere enters Joey with the blue shirt. So let's begin, shall we?
What's going on, everybody? It's Joey here with DKOldies. Welcome to our first episode of Overrated, Underrated. I'm here with Davis.
Hello?
Okay, let's go.
Genesis 3.
Genesis 3. Love this little system. Would definitely say underrated on that one.
NES top loader.
100% underrated.
NBA Jam.
NBA Jam, I would say appropriately rated.
Why?
The extra characters you can unlock and the sounds. Boom shakalaka.
I'll take it. Sims.
Sims, slightly overrated.
Pro Nyko Airflow
What
controller.
is this? I love it.
I just don't like how he suddenly becomes the face of the company out of nowhere. It's like, oh yeah, it was Drew, and it was like he started this website. But then out of nowhere, it's like, oh, Joey. Like, Joey knows everything. It's just like, well, who's Joey? And why does he know everything? Like, well, what's going on? Like, I don't understand any of this, you know? Like, it just kind of comes out of nowhere. Like, it really does. I don't know how to feel about any of it. You know, it feels wrong. Just feels like YouTube fake shit.
Hey guys, it's Joey here with DKOldies. Today we're going to be telling you about I'm sure some of you have heard about the landfill filled with copies of ET in New Mexico, but the question is, why was it like that? What's the question? For lack of better words, the game is just downright bad. It's full of bugs and feels unfinished, but there's actually a reason for that. The creator's name is Howard Warshaw, and he was challenged with creating the game in only 5 weeks after Atari paid over $21 million for the rights to ET. Due to Warshaw not being given nearly enough time, the game suffered tremendously, due to it basically being unfinished. Some believe this game is what started Atari's downfall, and Atari announced losses of over $310 million in 1983. This trash heap of a game is a result.
That's a lot of money. Just has to point that out. Overrated, underrated, episode 2.
Welcome to episode 2 of Overrated, Underrated Retro Gaming. I'm Joey with DKOldies. Let's do it.
Starlight Gold GameCube.
I absolutely love Starlight Gold. Definitely underrated.
The Tony Hawk Ride skateboard.
Probably overrated.
Original Game Boy.
Original Game Boy Clear, definitely underrated.
Frogger for the PS1.
Frogger, appropriately rated.
Echo the Dolphin for the Sega Genesis.
Unbelievable. Everybody, I love
The
this.
Atari 2600.
2600 overrated.
The Master Chief helmet.
Master Chief, one of the best things out there, underrated.
Extreme Green N64 controller.
Also underrated.
Wii rowing paddles.
Completely overrated.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Don't do it, Joey.
Underrated.
Good. Sega Dreamcast.
Dreamcast?
I mean, it definitely feels very fun, you know, and very, very interesting and very cool, but the thing that, you know, just sets me wrong is, like, you know, how he's just, like, the perceived face of it all, but it's like, he didn't start the company. You know, Drew did. So it's like, who's Joey? Like, where does Joey come from, you know? And it's like DKOldies, like, and he's always wearing this shirt. It's like, it's all branding, you know?
What's going on, guys? I'm Joey with DKOldies, and in this episode of Joey Rates, I'll be rating
The foreground thing, you know, like, Drew had a vision. He, like, put the NES in front of it, so it's like, already you could see, like, Drew's vision.
NES games. Alright, first one up is Battletoads, known as one of the hardest NES games, one of the hardest games out there.
Oh my god, Battletoads? This is Joey himself. This is from my fucking email. If he does not rate this as S tier, I'm gonna be very upset.
Period. I really liked it. I wouldn't say it's super top tier. I'd give this one an A.
Alright, I'll compromise with the A. It's whatever.
Next up, Bayou Billy. This is another real different level. I'm bringing that one an A as well. Now,
What
really
is S tier? What is S tier? What's above
I'm bringing that
Battletoads?
all the way up to on a whole different level. I'm bringing that all the way up to the top. On a whole different level. Contra. Now, Contra for me is on a whole different level. I'm bringing that all the way up to the top.
You know what? No, I don't trust this fucker. I really do not. That's that. What the fuck? No, I don't know. I'm losing. I'm really losing it. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of this.
Hey guys, I'm Joey with DKOldies.
Fuck, I have to go to the bank. Oh my god, I have to stop right now.